G'day, today we're going to have a look at 7 billion humans, and we're starting off from level 54. Now obviously the last level of yellow, so hopefully this one doesn't murder me too much. Let's see how we go. Calculate the average of all the cubes in the room, and write that value on all the cubes. So with the tells, you can't sort of tell anyone else what they all are. So what we'll do is we will say, so let's just get them in a row. So just nice and easy step. Okay, and then we want to go calculate. No, not calculate. We want set memory 1 as 0. And then we go. Now the tricky thing is you need to do this. You have to somehow get them all the way through this, and then get them to then do the calculation. Now I did get them to do that last time. What did I need to do? So once I hit corner piece, right? Okay, so it would be if that direction equals a wall, then else we jump into our else, and so we'll come back to that. Okay, if this direction does not equal a worker, no, that's going to be above this. Okay, if that doesn't equal a worker, step and then we go into that. If that direction equals a wall, then else step up, calculate memory 1 equals memory 1 plus plus direction down, the average. Now let me think, because to get the average on all the cubes, I surely can't continue to count up, because, well, let's test this. Let me just put a jump there and start this. Basically what I want to see is if this guy can continue to count north of... Oh, it's not even going to reach 100. Okay, so how many squares are there? 7 by 7, so maybe this won't equal 100, so that might be okay, so we'll see. Okay, and then at that point then we want them to jump from there to there. Okay, if that equals a wall, then step left. And then this same thing again. So we then go, if that direction equals a wall, else step down. Memory, calculate memory 1 plus that direction. Now this doesn't mean this process is going to get everyone to do all of them, as opposed to potentially just getting them to do the row that they've got. If they were going to do the row they got, it would mean that you'd sort of have to get them to all go up, then all set the top number as their total, and then get someone to go across and do it. And I don't quite know how you'd how you'd manage that. So we'll leave that and we'll keep going on my route here. Okay, else step down. And so that would be then step left. And then that would be jump from there to there. If that equals a wall, step down, memory, jump, there. Okay, now, just play this out. So what this should mean... Okay, so everyone else has just hit the bottom. So we then chuck a jump there to there. No. Let's get rid of that. Let's try this. Your numbers. Okay, so he can continue to count higher than 100 and 100, like 99. That's good. Okay, so then he's got his number. So, okay, if so you go back to the top, and then so there's a direction. If that equals a wall, then calculate as the average. So we want memory 1 equals memory 1 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it'll be divided by 49. Divided by 49. And that should give us the average. And then we go step. Pick up. Yep. Right. Memory 1. Drop. Jump. There. Now, in theory, this should work at this stage, because this would mean that it is just him operating on his own. But so now it's if that equals a worker, then you reach this wall point. If it doesn't reach equal a worker, we want you to step 1 to the left, and then we want you to jump. So what should happen then is it means that everyone else is going to just follow them along. So eventually they should all end up with the same number, and then they can all just sort of wander around and try and hit the average on every number that's on the board. Alright guys, get a bit more adventurous, keep walking. Yeah, once they get going, they really get going. So there's 3 over here, I think. So close, buddy. There's 1, there's 2, last one here. So close. Definitely there could be a concern about how long this takes. Certainly the average isn't going to be ideal, but I mean you could extend out the you could extend this out to sort of just get them to wander back through and do them all again. But I'm really happy about that. Nailed my command size, very happy. Alright, here we go into red. Red doesn't seem like the positive color here, but let's see. For each door. Use this command to quickly scan all the 8 tiles around the worker. For each deer? For each deer. For each deer. Workers can use this command to easily scan the tiles around them. Add the tiles... Add up the value of the data in each group and write the result in the center. Okay, so it should be... if direction that equals a data cube and direction that equals a data cube, then for each direction, that makes much more sense to read it like this than up here. Which direction is memory 1? So I assume that's the total. Did he say they scan all of them? If they work equal that, then it'll be else. Else step up, jump up there. Okay, so if you've that's your process if you haven't found it. Once you've reached the point where you've got it, what we want to do is we want to go set memory 2 to be not have closest. Save that as memory 2. So what if I then just say pick up? I wonder if that's going to register memory 2 is the right thing. Right, memory 1. Drop. I don't know if I need to drop them or not, but we'll see. If that works, great. So they've all... Did I get them to walk the wrong way? Okay. Try that again. Alright, so she's got her number. That's not right. Why does she only get... I don't understand what that's doing then. Add up the data in each group. Write the result in the center of each one. And write the result in the center of each one? Okay, so let's change this around a little bit then. So we'll get rid of that. And it will be pick up that direction. And then if this equals data cube, that, and then we say write memory 1. Or should it be calculate? I feel like you can do this without the for each direction, but obviously I need to understand how it works properly. And then drop. See if that's any better. So they're just looking at one of them, so they need to look at the... They're sort of just picking one to... I mean... Let's learn more. Repeat for each of the 8 directions around the worker. Useful to scan the surroundings. The contents of each tile around you will be placed as a memory slot, not a direction. If a tile you're scanning is empty, your memory slot will show a value of nothing. I truly don't get it then, because I've only got 4 memory slots. So is that saying that I'd need 8 memory slots in order for it to Repeat up to each of the 8 directions around the worker. I mean, if I'm repeating it 8 times, wouldn't that just be the same as, like... Right, like, just to calculate that plus memory 1? Isn't that the same thing? I need to get it... since this is the tutorial level of this, I need to get it right. Do I just put a jump here? Assuming that then I'll just keep counting up beyond that, but we'll see what she does. So let's watch her. 0. So she's just doing the same one over and over, right? They're all just doing the same one over and over. I don't get it. I mean, this doesn't make much sense anyway, because each time they're gonna, like, just be writing over the same number. It would have to be... calculate memory 1. No, because it's then just resetting it to that, I guess. No, so it would be memory 2 equals memory 1 plus memory 2. Right, memory 2. But are they still just going to keep looking at that same... Yeah, they're just going to keep looking at that same number. How do you get them to, like, look each direction? Repeat for up to each of the 8 directions around the worker will be useful to scan and evaluate your surroundings. The contents of each tile around you will be placed into a memory slot, not a direction. If a tile you are scanning is empty, the memory will store the value as nothing. So alright, so let's try doing this where we click on... Let's just see what she gets as her scan when she does this. So it equals 8. I mean, that's just the one square. Again, it's not giving me everything. I don't get it. I must just be using it wrong. Wait, are these... These are indented inside it, so that's maybe something here. Should these be, like, outside of it? Does that change anything? She's still just doing the same one. Something about that indent must be what I'm doing wrong. Let's do it without it then. Alright. This is... To me, this is what it's meant to be doing, but... Like I said, it's bad news bear if I'm trying to do it as the, the tutorial is not gonna give me enough information to understand what I'm meant to be doing. Does sort of foreshadow that I'm gonna have a lot of problems in the very near future. Alright, so mainly this is more a question, is this right? Does that actually do what I need? Wait, why'd they go to them to 0 at the end? They wrote 2. That's dumb. Alright. Okay, so obviously there's 8, so... I'm gonna have a look at the next level, but I realize I might have to come back to this one and attempt to actually do it correctly, but I wonder if I'm looking at it a different way in 56 here might sort of make it clearer. I don't think it will, though. Pick up and throw the last... Okay, so... It should just be step left, step left. Everyone will be in the middle of their cubes. For each direction is memory 1. So, I mean, I'm now just stumped about how this would be written, because it would just be saying... I mean, nearest spreader can be memory 4. Pick up memory 1. Okay, so is it an if? Memory 1 greater than... Can't have that be every direction, can I? My item. Alright. So again, this is just me not only just trying to figure out the problem, actually trying to understand the way that this works. So if I said if memory 1 is greater than my item, then set memory 1 as... Hang on. Set memory 2 as 0. If memory 1 is greater than memory 2, memory 2 equals memory 1. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, again, I can write it out, but it's not the point here. It's just going to get more and more confusing each time I try and overlook understanding how for each direction works. I mean... I mean, I don't get how I sort of scan for the largest one either. I'm just looking for the biggest one. If memory 1 is greater than memory 2, then set memory 2 to memory 1. And then, what, jump? But again, I think they're just going to keep looking at the same number. Not even doing a calculation there. Alright. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to solve this one without using if for each direction, and then call this video here, and then just wait to have someone explain to me how it actually works. Step, okay. If that is greater than Memory 2. It's going to be really tedious to write out. No, I think the best bet here is I'll stop. I think I won't continue on with this one. I'll halt there and have to revisit it. I'll allow someone in the comments to either save me or otherwise I'll have to look it up. Because yeah, it's way over my head, this bit. Yeah, so how does for each direction work, and in what way should I be writing it? I'm not necessarily looking for an answer to this. In fact, ideally, what you could do is give me an answer to this one, because I've obviously I've already had my attempt at this. How should I have written this one to get it to work with it for each direction? And then we'll see if I can then apply that to the next level. Yeah, real curly one, that one. All right. Until next time, I'll catch you later. See ya.